So today we're going to be doing an unboxing of a fragrance that supposedly smells similar to Louis Vuitton Sun Song. So let's go ahead and crack open Liquid Sun and see how this fragrance is. Hey, what's going on guys? Hunter here and welcome back to my channel. And if you are new, what I do is I make fragrance related content. So if you love fragrances, go to hit that subscribe button down below. And also be sure to follow my fragrance Instagram page where I have been posting daily fragrance content. So definitely check that out. But today, like I said, we're going to be doing an unboxing and first impression of Liquid Sun. Now, this is actually supposedly a celebrity fragrance. So to say, it is made by Thalia Sodi, who is a Mexican singer. I have no idea who she is, but I did do a little bit of research and stuff like that behind this fragrance. Now, they actually came out with quite a few of them. And to be honest with you guys, this one is actually targeted towards women. Like the whole line is actually targeted towards women. But this one actually interested me the most since it is supposedly similar to Sun Song by Louis Vuitton. And if you know that fragrance, of course you know it's actually very expensive. I've honestly never got my nose on it, but I have heard this one does come across a little bit unisex. So I was definitely excited to check it out, and especially at the price I found this, guys, at. Check this out. At my local Burlington, which I like to check at least once a week or so, like the rack stores, because you can find some hidden gems. And I got this for $10.99 for the 100ml bottle, which is an absolute steal because they used to sell this at Macy's. I'm not sure if they do still anymore. But this actually retails for around $70 for the 100ml bottle. So yeah, 10 bucks. Now, I would have got the other ones. They had two other ones there. There is a blue bottle and a white bottle. I think white diamonds or something like that. And Costa Azur or Azur Costa, something like that as well. But both of those were actually still the same price as $16.99. So if they were both 10 bucks, I would have got all three of them. But this was the one I was the most interested in to begin with. So I was actually kind of excited to see that. And I also do want to start kind of including more female targeted fragrances to kind of open a whole new audience as well. So definitely let me know if you would actually enjoy that down below, either if you're a guy watching or if you are a woman watching as well. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at this packaging. Of course, you have Liquid Sun right there on the front with a cool kind of pattern all along the whole side in yellow. And this box is actually huge for some reason. I'm not sure how big the bottle is actually going to be. You do have a quote on the top. Let's go ahead and read that. It says, "Liquid Sun brings me back to endless days of summer sun. I love walking down the shore and feeling the warmth of the sun's golden rays." So I'm assuming that's a quote by her, I would imagine. On the back, just some of your ingredients and information. And then on the bottom as well, you do have a batch code right below the price tag there also. So let's go ahead and crack open this cellophane now. I did look at the note breakdown when I was at the store, just to be sure that it will be something I would at least be interested in. But like I said, I did actually know about this fragrance before today actually getting this bottle. So I already was interested in that. I just kind of want to remind myself. Now, I think this is going to be a neroli based fragrance with some coconut and stuff like that, which honestly I'm a little bit kind of scared of because a lot of times when fragrances use a note of coconut, they can come across like suntan lotion if it's not pretty much blended in a good way. So we'll see if this actually is or not. Let's go ahead and crack open the top. And let's see what this bottle looks like, guys. All right. Whoa. Interesting bottle. Take a look at that thing. It is yellow, of course. It has an interesting shape with an interesting cap. But you do actually have I think it's a plaque right there for the name. On the bottom, you do, of course, have your sticker with your batch code as well. And the cap is extremely light. It's like plastic, but it does click into place, so you can pick it up by the cap, which is always a good sign. So let's go ahead and spray this and test out the atomizer, guys. Like I said, I am a little bit nervous about this one. And also let me know down below, just out of curiosity, if you're a guy, would you actually wear a fragrance that's targeted towards women, even though it does kind of smell unisex? I'm definitely curious about that because that can absolutely persuade people's mind about the fragrance if it is targeted towards women or men. So let's go and spray this. And on my first impressions, I do like to spray these on skin rather than my reviews because I already pretty much spent time with those fragrances. I know how they smell. But for a first impression, you definitely always want to spray on skin to get the best experience. So let's go ahead and do this on my inner elbow. Whoa, okay. Interesting atomizer. It does take kind of like a lot of pressure to get something out, which isn't a bad thing, and it did spray pretty nice as well. So let's go ahead and see what we get, guys. I'm already picking up on that sharp white floral neroli note, guys. Very strong. Oh man. Now neroli is a note, either a love it or a hate it for me. Definitely depends on how it's done. So I'm excited here. Let's see. All right, absolutely getting a burst of neroli, guys. A very fresh, sharp, clean neroli note in here. And right off the bat, guys, this definitely is coming across a unisex, but you do have to like the note of neroli, which I know a ton of people don't, because it does have a unique kind of vibe with neroli that a lot of people just don't really vibe with. Like I said, for me, definitely a hit or miss, but for this one, man, this is pretty good. I'll be honest with you. Now, it does have that coconut note as well, which can be kind of tropical, and I think that's what you're going for as well from that quote, being on the beach on a sunny, hot summer day. And the coconut is actually working pretty nice alongside that neroli, so it's not just a very sharp, piercing neroli note. You also get that creaminess from the coconut, and it's not coming across like suntan lotion either, which is a good thing. Honestly, I am pretty impressed with this neroli-based fragrance, at least in the opening, guys. When I looked at the note breakdown, I think it will actually dry it down to be a little bit more masculine with like musk. I think it had like sandalwood, ebony wood, and like ambers in the base of this stuff. So, and I love all those notes. So I'm actually excited to see how this actually changes and develops on my skin. But in the opening, guys, getting a burst of neroli alongside a slightly creamy coconut, kind of balancing the neroli out a little bit more. So it's not just 100% neroli in your face like Neroli Portofino or like 4711, I think is a very white floral heavy neroli fragrance. So yeah, it does have a little bit more going on that makes it a little bit unique and gives it some more character than just being a neroli based perfume. Now, I believe there was a note of solar notes, and solar notes, when it's used, most of the time, it kind of just smells like fresh air breeze, like solar from the sun coming down on your skin, that kind of vibe. And I'm definitely getting that now as it sits for a minute or so. 100% the solar kind of touch is coming across in this fragrance very nicely. I'm honestly shocked that I got this, guys, for $10. I cannot believe that. And this is 100% a summer-based fragrance, primarily for the summer. Of course, you can wear it for spring as well with all the heavy white florals. I think there's orange blossom here as well to go alongside that. But guys, we are going to summer here, and I'm 100% going to be rocking this one when I want a good coconut neroli kind of fragrance. And I do have a few neroli fragrances, not many though. Another one that pops off my head is Neroli Woods by Banana Republic, which is completely different than this one. That one actually is more heavy on just the neroli. It doesn't really have that much going on, a little bit more linear. This is coming across a little bit complex, from that coconut to solar notes, orange blossom, neroli. Yeah, and I think there was peony listed. Now, to be honest with you guys, peony is a note that I don't usually mess with because peony does come across extremely feminine. I think that is actually the most feminine floral note in perfumery is peony, and that's just my opinion. Of course, like roses, I love. Iris, I love. Stuff like that. Even jasmine, I absolutely love. And neroli. But peony, guys, is definitely does lean more feminine. But thankfully, at least as of now, in the stage of this fragrance, I'm not really getting any of the peony notes. So that's good for me. And of course, skin chemistry does make a huge difference. So if you're a woman watching this and you spray this on your skin, because obviously you have different genetics, stuff like that, the peony note might actually come across more for you than it would for me. So yeah, so that's always interesting and cool when it comes to fragrances, how they always change and develop on different people's skin. Now, this is actually an eau de parfum, so I'm actually excited to see how the performance is with this fragrance, because most of the time with neroli, you don't expect much, to be honest with you guys. Neroli has always been kind of a weak note when it comes to fragrances. It's usually used in like eau de cologne, hence, like I said, 4711, which is an eau de cologne. So yeah, neroli doesn't usually last, but hopefully this one will last quite some time with the backbone of obviously the coconut and all the woods in the base of this stuff. So I'm actually excited to test this one out further after this first impression. Now, like I said, for seasons, at least for now, definitely summer heavy, guys. Mostly summer. I would wear this one if I'm going to the pool, if I'm going on vacation. Perfect vacation fragrance. You definitely get that kind of vacation vibe with this one. Very summery and tropical as well. Spring possibly, but I think for me, since I have so many fragrances in my collection, I would probably stick with this fragrance solely for the summertime and wear other stuff in the spring, fall, and winter, of course. But yeah, it's definitely pleasant. I'm actually pretty shocked with it so far, guys, and it is changing quite a bit. I'm assuming with that musk in the base, it's just gonna be a clean white musk because this fragrance altogether just comes across a very clean, very white, floral heavy, and just pleasant, guys. Very, very pleasant. Now, for occasions, this does come across slightly more casual, I would say. Like I said, if I'm just going to relax by the pool, if you're going out on a hot summer day, sitting out on a patio, something like that, just casually. But if you're a woman, I think this will work perfect for you as well. This is definitely office safe for a woman to rock it. I definitely wouldn't be wearing this one to work, I don't think, because it just doesn't really suit me for that kind of situation. But if you're a woman, you're looking for a nice, bright, happy, sunshiny kind of fragrance, you definitely want to check out Liquid Sun. Now, for like age groups, I would say this is actually kind of, I'm honestly not sure, because usually the note of neroli is more associated with like mature women and men. But to be honest with you guys, that coconut is bringing it more of like a playful, juvenile kind of vibe with it. So I think anyone can rock this one. If you're in high school, you're a teenager, you can rock this one. And also if you're like 30 and up, you can rock this one perfectly. So don't really worry about that. It is pretty versatile when it comes to that situation. Oh guys, yeah, that coconut is actually coming across much stronger than the first initial spray. Very nice coconut. And I've actually been warming up the coconut lately, especially like one of my favorite coconut fragrances, Fragrance du Bois Santal Complète, which when I was also looking at this note breakdown, it listed obviously coconut and sandalwood, which that one is heavy on. So in the back of my mind, I was like, this might smell similar to Santal Complète, but no, definitely not similar at all. It just has some similar notes, but it goes a totally different direction. But to be honest with you guys, the coconut in here definitely surprised me, especially at the price I got this for. I was very scared it would just come across like sunscreen lotion, but it does not, guys. It comes across very smooth, very creamy. And that product will work fantastic in the dry down along sandalwood as well, which is also a very creamy, almost dusty kind of note. But yeah, I think that's gonna work perfectly. Now, to be honest with you guys, I am pretty much stuck in the middle stage of this fragrance with the solar notes. Obviously, I'm getting some orange blossom now. Neroli and the coconut is the more dominant notes. I'm kind of curious how this is actually going to develop into that woody base with ebony wood, which is actually a very dark kind of brown wood is how I would actually describe that one. It's very distinctive, so I don't know how the ebony wood is actually going to work out with this one, or even the warm golden amber either. But man, this might even surprise me more as it gets to the dry down, guys, because to be honest with you, the top and the middle so far done very well. Hats off to Thalia Sodi. Now, the perfumer actually behind this fragrance is actually Patricia Chokes. I did look up her resume because I haven't heard of her before. She actually did create some high fragrances that a lot of people would actually know and wear. So yeah, she is behind Liquid Sun, which is pretty impressive. But guys, that's gonna pretty much wrap up my unboxing and first impression. I love doing these first impressions with you guys, just sitting down, smelling fragrances for the first time. I always enjoy this. And I used to do these like this genre of videos back in the day a lot, like all the time. I would just sit down with you guys and do unboxing and stuff. So let me know down below if you missed this series, and I'll definitely be sure to do some more of these, especially with kind of fragrances like this. So yeah, as always, leave a like on the video if you did enjoy it. Subscribe down below if you haven't already. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care, everybody.